Lions-Chiefs initial injury report. Amon-Ra St. Brown among 4 starters sitting. The Detroit Lions released their Week 6 injury report ahead of their matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs on SNF. The Detroit Lions, 4-1, are on the road again in Week 6 as they travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs, 2-5. The Lions opened the week with several players not practicing, including 4 starters, while the Chiefs had everyone accounted for. There were numerous injuries to sort through over the past week, so let's take a look at the latest injury report and get you up to date with what we know. Note: any changes from the last injury report will be bolded. Injured list updates. T.E. Shane Zystra, ankle, reserve IR, eligible to return in Week 7. G. Miles Frazier, undisclosed, reserve PUP. EDDGE. Marcus Davenport, pectoral, reserve IR, eligible to return in Week 7. EDDGE. Josh Poshkel, undisclosed, reserve NFI. DT Alim McNeil, ACL, reserve PUP, evaluation window has begun. LB Malcolm Rodriguez, ACL, reserve PUP. CB DJ Reed, hamstring, IR, eligible to return in Week 10. CB Khalil Dorsey, concussion, wrist, reserve IR, eligible to return in Week 11. S. Daniel Thomas, forearm, reserve IR, eligible to return in Week 8. Dorsey was added to injured reserve on Wednesday, an expected move based on Lions coach Dan Campbell's comments on Monday suggesting the corner would be out a long time. Dorsey will be required to miss the next 4 games and will be eligible to return following the Lions' Week 10 game against the Washington Commanders. No practice. RB Sonvaki, groin. WR Amon-Ra St. Brown, wrist, new injury. WR Khalif Raymond, neck, injured in Week 5. LT Taylor Decker, shoulder. LB Zach Cunjam, hamstring. CB Terrion Arnold, shoulder, injured in Week 5. S. Kirby Joseph, knee. Vaki has not practiced for 2 weeks now, so while him not practicing isn't anything new, it is a bit discouraging that this injury is lingering. The Lions opted not to put him on injured reserve, so there is hope he will return to practice soon. St. Brown played a full complement of snaps in Week 5 and is listed with a wrist injury. No other details were given from the team, so we'll have to see how it plays out through the week. Raymond suffered a scary hit on a return in Week 5 and was forced out of the game. While he was not officially practicing on Wednesday, he was spotted by our own Jeremy Reisman on the side of the practice field working with trainers, which is an encouraging sign that this may not be a long-term injury. Decker continues to miss practice in order to rest his shoulder, and while he's played without practice earlier in the season, he was not available to play last Sunday. If Decker needs another week or more to rest his shoulder, the Lions may plan on starting Giovanni Manu, who started at left tackle last week, or they could turn to veteran Dan Skipper, who was signed to the active roster on Wednesday. This continues to be a fluid situation. Cunningham injured his hamstring in Thursday's practice in Week 4 and has missed 2 games because of it. Like with Vaki, Cunningham not being placed on injured reserve is an encouraging sign he may return to practice sooner than later. Arnold's injury has taken fans on a bit of a roller coaster. On Monday, Arnold got the dreaded "he'll be out a long time" quote from Campbell, meaning a stint on injured reserve could be coming his way, something the national media had suggested was likely later that night. However, on Tuesday, Arnold received a second opinion that revealed the injury might not be as serious as originally expected. On Wednesday, Campbell confirmed the new positive report and acknowledged Arnold will avoid surgery, but also cautioned patience. There's a second opinion that came in, and so now it's, okay, let's see if we can strengthen a little bit, get a little bit of the inflammation out. I don't know how long that's going to be, though. I still may kind of go back that he may be out a while. But yeah, the second opinion came back, and it sounds like it could be promising. But that's no guarantee either. So, we're kind of in this wait and see, and we'll hold off here a little bit and just see where he goes. Kirby Joseph rested for 2 practices last week, but was able to get in limited work on Friday and started on Sunday. It wouldn't surprise to see the Lions take a similar approach this week so as not to overwork him before Sunday night. Limited practice. DB Brian Branch, ankle, New injury. Branch missed a single snap during the Bengals game to get his ankle taped. A slow start to the week is likely just precautionary, but we'll see how it progresses. Full practice. DT Alim McNeil, ACL, still on PUP. Days remaining on clock, 13. McNeil had a 50-50 chance of playing last week, according to Campbell, which is an encouraging sign that he'll have a legitimate chance of returning this week. The Lions still have 2 weeks remaining on McNeil's injury evaluation clock. Chiefs' initial injury report. Note: starters are bolded. Full practice. QB Patrick Mahomes, groin. RB Kareem Hunt, calf. WR Xavier Worthy, shoulder, ankle. WR Hollywood Brown, ankle. WR Juju Smith-Schuster, knee. RT Jawan Taylor, knee. DT Omar Norman Lott, shoulder. EDDGE Charles Omenihu, ankle. LB Nick Bolton, calf. LB Jeffrey Bassa, knee. CB Christian Fulton, ankle.